happens. They do have solutions, though. They do have heavy physical damage coming out from Unique. So like you said, it's not all magical. So we'll see if they can do it. I think it's a better approach than the last game.
Yeah, I think the other thing that I'm really worried about is just, I guess, you know what, never mind. On the flip side of things, right, you do have very low cooldowns coming out from both teams. So we're going to be seeing more skirmishing action. What I'm worried about with Ghostic is that if he falls behind, right, because we've seen this happen before with these Slardars that, you know, yes, you know, they get what they need, but they're not ahead. And when you're not ahead on a Slardar, it feels like you're just cannon fodder. And that was basically his job last time, was to be the cannon fodder, going and saying, I know I'm not going to survive this, guys. Just make sure, you know, you make the most of it. Avenge me, get as many kills as possible.
I just want him to, he needs to be the Chaos starter because they have 2 supports with no stuns. They have 2 supports with literal no disable whatsoever. They have an Ancient Seal and just a slow coming in from the 2 of them with Ice Vortex and Concussive. So it has to be one of these cores to land these initiating stuns. So yeah, I think Ghostic's going to be the most important because he's the least important in the game. Like, if you know what I mean. Like the Mars wants to land this super crucial stun. Ghostic has to give his life to be able to get this Wraith Gain Mars to get these in a lot of times. So yeah, I think he needs to have a good start. He needs to have a really, really good game for them to have a good shot in that later stages. But we'll see. Hopefully I'm wrong because I hate anti-mage.
It's like when you see a Beastmaster, right? Although recently it did get nerfed, but definitely you don't want to be rooting for the team with Beastmaster because it's just, then you're going to see more Beastmaster in your pubs.
Yes. Unpicked, unbanned both games, right?
Yeah. I don't think that he's that far dumpstered though, is he?
He got buffed on Inner Beast, but the axes did lose. It's a lot. Because, like, let's say you throw 6-7 axes out, like sets, you're losing out on 30 damage for each axe. You're missing on like 360 plus damage. It adds up. It definitely adds up.
Well, maybe not like the first pick ban material anymore at the very least, but that's exactly why, you know, he needed that nerf. For sure.
See how they're doing down bottom. We see the preparation already. This is how you lane versus Skywrath. Look at Kingslayer's items. Double Tangle Salve, and then look at Nightfall. Stick to start, so that if the spam does come out, you'll be fine. And it should be pretty hard, I feel like, for them to actually apply pressure onto this anti-mage, unless Ghostic just does an excellent job down here. But yeah, I'm not really seeing it versus Oracle. I feel like Oracle's going to be able to sustain fine for Nightfall.
Definitely seems to be the case. In fact, he's really kind of bullying them over here on the side as well. Which is not how you want to see this lane going if you're a Unique fan.
It's the reason why I'm a, you know, when I say I hate Skywrath, Moxie, it's because I feel the hero is just not good. I actually love Skywrath. I actually played Skywrath like so much, even at like TIs and stuff like that. Huge fan of the hero, but it's a losing hero. The hero just, I just see it not doing a whole lot unless you have so many great combos for it, like Chrono, so many like excellent stuns where you can keep distance. And if you're not into Oracle, I think Oracle just completely counters the hero in every aspect. You can dispel the silence, you make him magic immune during the ulti. It's a full-out counter.
And the Fake's Edict is just so good. In fact, we've seen like several of the teams, I think Baposhka most recently too, playing that Oracle and just getting off these really clutch saves. But, you know, what would you like to see? If you could buff Skywrath, if you could make him, you know, more of a standalone sort of deal, what would you like to see changed on him?
I just don't like the ultimate. I think it's just, they've nerfed it so many times. I think they should make it back to what it was when it was super strong. The fact that it's 2.4 seconds for the damage distribution of 750. At one stage, I think it was like 1.8. So I think if you make that damage more frequent, maybe it'll make the hero a little bit more viable. But it's a slow instance of damage as an ultimate, which is just, why would you not pick Lion, right? Like Lion just has 2 sets of stuns and an instant burst. So many more valuable things built into the hero. Sure, it was banned, of course, in this game, in this series, but it's a lot of other heroes who just feel like so much better. Lina, for example, like I was saying earlier, Willow, so many of these other ones.
All right, Mr. Ice Frog, if you're watching, we would like to see some sort of buff coming out from Skywrath Mage here, because he's definitely feeling a bit underwhelming, and, you know, has only so much that he can really do in this game, especially when you're up against the Oracle. Yeah, he's just getting jumped on over here by Nightfall. Just clicked away. That feels really bad. Especially when you're picking him up, hoping to, you know, kind of try to be that, you know, harass.
Yeah, and you've actually done no harassment whatsoever. Nightfall has full free farm down bottom. Ring of Health's already done. He actually will be able to buy the second component soon. He actually buys a Band of Elven Skin just to have a little bit better base damage and attack speed versus Ghostic. Ghostic is getting some space, at least from that chase out from the anti-mage, but yeah, as a free farm anti-mage. Centaur, again, just like last time, they have this really strong lane top versus Wraith King. Just like Kevin highlighted in his Weatherman segment. What can Wraith King do? You've got a stronger hero with the AA for a kill combo, but for last hitting, AA is not going to assist you versus Centaur.
Also feels bad too when you picked off that Skywrath, you lost your bounty rune, and you get killed on your side of the river. The blink forward though, again, the aggression coming out from VP. They know that they're gonna, yeah, look at this, immediately just bouncing it right back over there. Bignum can't even harass without taking damage here.
Yeah, and it's, I don't want to keep just like hating on Skywrath, but I feel like I'm just going to keep doing it. He went null as well. I don't like this. I feel like if any, you go Bassi. Sure, it doesn't give you the int for your damage on your Arcane Bolt, but then your, at least Ghostic has like some mana regen and stuff like that, and you do too. It's just more beneficial. This is a very selfish choice to go for the null talisman, in my opinion.
Definitely feeling that little bit of greed down here. The fact that they just, you know, you look at Ghostic, he doesn't have much mana. He's not going to have that regen. And
no.
Again, this all comes down to, can you slow down the anti-mage? And the answer right now is absolutely not.
No. Ghostic's at least getting good farm. Maybe if he can get 1 or 2 hits, they could have gotten Kingslayer, but not able to get on top of him. Now he has to be careful. He's a bit too low. Burst damage from Oracle when he's got double nukes up. Ghostic could die, so he's salving up. FN actually gets forced back to base from GPK.
Oof, that hurts. For sure, top lane, we'll get the cold feet proc, but again, Slayer taking damage when he goes and clicks over onto DM, so Save just gonna trade off. This is just so much time for GPK. He's getting quite a bit out of this here.
Now he's already level 6. So they could even swing over if they'd like to try to set up for a gank. It's still a little hard because FN is so tanky. And I don't know if a Save actually wants to leave this top lane just yet, but some options if they do want a TP gank if there is an overextension from the Mars. Slayer has to be so careful up here. I keep watching this AA, just stepping up. 1 step too far and you're just dead.
Definitely feels like all the lanes are going over to the favor inside of here for VP. And, you know, Slayer, he's trying. He's putting out some harass, but really has to be careful, and he's not able to be effective. I think that really boils down to each of these lanes just not being super effective as we get a nice shackle off here in the top lane, followed up with a stun. Gonna be able to dish out a decent amount of damage over here to Palantimos. I don't think they have quite enough to get the kill, though, so he's gonna be able to back off.
Force him out of the wave, though. He's gonna miss all of... actually, the wave's gonna push in. Okay, so he'll actually get these creeps into the tower at the very least, but keeps just getting pressured. 23 last hits. AM has 38, Moxie.
Yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
Thread's completed now. Phase boots all picked up, though, for the Wraith King. This feels like they're definitely on the back foot here in this top lane.
Yeah, I hope Bignum actually skills Ancient Seal at level 4. I actually was going to say I hope he skills it at 3 so that he can set up the ganks on mid with the Mars. They really need the silence. The instant silence, I think, is one of the only good things about Skywrath right now, especially when you're playing versus like Puck and Anti-Mage. If you can get it from tree line, it can be great. He's got the smoke on him now, but without silence, I think it's going to be a little bit of a tough kill onto GPK, especially now that he has a raindrop on this Puck. Looks like they're going to sweep top, so the same move that they made in the first game to help out their safe lane, they're going to do it again.
All right, well, Save and DM unaware that this is coming. Get a nice shackle, and they're just backing off, though. They can feel something's got to be up here. They get the Wraith Fire Blast over here onto DM. Save, trying to get the position. That's going to be our first arena coming out. They'll be able to take down DM, and it's looking like they'll be able to take down Save. They follow up with the Dream Coil, but where's the damage? There's nobody still here that's going to be able to help, although trying with the Waning Rift. They will be able to take down Palantimos with a good rotation. Kingslayer's here. He's going to be able to root down this AA over in the corner. The orb coming forward. This Puck, they just don't have any ways of locking him down.
Palantimos dies, though. The Wraith King does die on the rotation, so it's a good move from Unique, but they do lose him. And it is an expensive rotation from FN as well as Bignum. Can they get something else out of it? I like this positioning, FN, Bignum. They've got the silence.
Do some scouting here with the orb.
Ooh.
They walk
They're
past
jaunting to the rune.
Ooh.
GPK's got priorities. He got a regen.
Ooh, that's definitely worth it over here, Bignum. He's going to be able to just walk away.
And now, yeah, FN has the TP mid, bailing himself out of that triangle area. So he doesn't actually farm the hard camp. He actually has to move away. And he won't get the rune. So priority by VP ends up working out. At least they do get these kills. It was the same exact move they actually made in the last game with the Rubik and the Kunkka to try to help the Wraith King. So it ends up working again and slowing them down and at least giving Palantimos maybe some breathing room. But he did die. So painful.
I don't feel like he got much breathing room at all, especially when you consider the fact that this anti-mage is already ahead right now. And he's only going to get further and further ahead here.
Moxie, I was trying to be nice.
Sorry. I appreciate that you're trying to be very positive, you know? Dota is one of those games that it's not over till it's over, but the Dream Coil down here on the bottom lane, GPK immediately trying to get as much damage as he can over here onto the Slardar. Get another nuke off on the back lines. They will end up losing the Skywrath Mage, and again, they'll end up losing Ghostic. So their own rotation coming out now from the side of VP.
And the AM lives. AM gets the kills. He's perfectly fine, and he's gonna have Battle Fury finished any minute now in the next 500 gold or so. So he's gonna maybe break some records with Tread's Battle Fury in this one. And he gets Chipped Vest, the dream for this anti-mage, as Wraith King now has been forced to jungle. They're gonna give AA the lane, so this is good maximizing. But VP just getting more out of the map across the board here. The early game looking fantastic. In the early game, I feel like Unique drafted themselves in a position that they have to stop the early game. Otherwise, this game gets really scary really fast. They're not going to be able to find or hunt anti-mage.
They're trying to make something happen here. You do have Bignum and FN moving together. They know that this anti-mage has been very aggressive, but he's already backed off now. It is just Kingslayer down here. He's going to be able to go hug the tower. And I'm sure they realize somebody's missing, so Kingslayer hiding over in the tree line. FN getting spotted by the tower. He's like, yeah, no. I don't think you TP anyone down here, right? You just leave.
Yeah, they're just ditching this tower. This is what they did last game too, around 10 minutes. And sorry about that. Nightfall, I thought he had the Perseverance on him. He's actually still a little bit away from the Claymore. Still about 800 more gold. So not some crazy, insane record-breaking timings for the Battle Fury, but still phenomenal when he's playing versus the Slardar, who is one of the better counters. Just, they couldn't really apply pressure with the Skywrath there too, as they will lose that tower, and they are already drawing the line to swing toward the mid lane to help out Palantimos.
You know who currently has the fastest Battle Fury on Source 2 record, right?
The Tranquil Boot anti-mage,
The Tranquil Boot anti-mage.
Oh god, yeah, I saw it the other day. I was watching it. I saw when he completed the Tranquil Boots. It hurt my soul.
Yeah, I love the meme. I love that meme of the character from the Despicable Me movies, just like, get your Battle Fury, do it in record time, make Tranquil Boots. He looks back, make Tranquil Boots.
Make Tranquil Boots, yeah.
But no, that was
perfect.
Pakaz, also known as Angel, over in the South American region, so pretty good stuff. But we do have a fight about to break off here in the middle lane, but they follow up the Dream Coil. Silence, immediately getting tossed back on the puck. But again, where's your lockdown? Where's the follow-up here? Another orb forward. They just push them right off the tower, and they'll take top while this is going on.
Not bad. Decent. They didn't waste the ulti at all. You know, FN, he held on to it for a second. GPK actually did waste his coil. So not too bad for Unique. They do get room now for Palantimos to actually go back top and farm. But Nightfall, this is now Battle Fury in 150. So he's just so much more farmed than Wraith King, who needs to have that good early game so they can keep up with Anti-Mage. Because now that Anti-Mage is going to have Battle Fury, he's going to quickly surpass Wraith King, even though Wraith King has skeletons.
It's strange to me that they keep falling back on the Wraith King. I mean, I know that Palantimos likes this hero, plays it quite a bit, and it has been in the meta for quite a while, but it feels like they need to pick something more tempo, generally. And again, they have an anti-mage over here on the side of VP, but you know that VP is going to skirmish. They're going to run at you very, very early.
Yeah.
It's just a little surprise to me that they keep going back to this one particular hero.
I think especially with the strength that like a bunch of teams are now showing, like VP Alliance and all that, they're just first pick Centaur or Timbersaw or whatever, and you just, this Wraith King has such a hard time in lane and in game all throughout all stages. Like sure, eventually you'll get your item timings, but it's going to be strongly delayed because of these two heroes. So yeah, maybe the hero is going to start seeing some less pick, especially so early.
Is there a way to just play it at a faster tempo, do you think? Like, as I know that we're seeing a lot of, you know, the Radiance build and whatnot. Can you, you know, kind of adjust it to make it more, I don't want to say viable, but...
Need to have a more successful lane, you know,
Okay.
just maybe like you need just this unbelievably powerful hero behind you. AA is good, at least at going for kill combo, but not into Centaur. If they were versus a weaker combo, perhaps that duo would be stronger, but I think Centaur overall is just, as we said, these Vanguard heroes are just absurd right now, what they can do.
It's like Palantimos feels a little lost here in this middle lane. He's kind of running around in circles.
Yeah, they want to keep swinging for mid tower. DM has his Blink Dagger coming, so they're going to have a big way to team fight on the side of VP now, besides just the puck.
They're still trying for this middle tower. Got the Dream Coil online. The Silence immediately over here onto the Oracle, but they use the Stampede and they jump in. DM with another beautiful stop as they just rip apart Big Dump. They've got their eyes over here. They'll take down Slayer. And this arena just not effective.
No, and it's an instant Stampede to pull that Kingslayer away, and something we mentioned from earlier, how do you get to backline if your supports have no stuns? And also, Skywrath, this actually could be another buff. Make Ancient Seal like 900, 950 cast range. You have to get so close. He has to get the silence, and so he has to get that close, but then you're in risk of just that. You're in risk of getting initiated on, turned on from big tanky bruisers, and your big tanky bruisers can't get to you because you are the squishy heroes in the front line. So it's just awkward from Unique.
Yeah, that was some nice button pushing coming out from DM there. And you know, FN, he gets himself this arena, but they just aren't ready to fight. They don't have the damage.
Yep.
Well, they're going again. They want this tower. And by God, they're going to get... Oh, no. GPK with the deny and the cheeky gradings.
Just a bully.
Yep.
As Kings fall, look at him go. Yeah, this is a dream anti-mage game. Dream anti-mage situation. Playing versus no stun supports. Fantastic mana void target on the Skywrath all game.
God, they are trying so hard to make something happen now that they have the Blink Dagger on the Slardar. And just look at the way they're dodging completely. They know that they've got the vision over there. They just immediately... Yeah, look at the scan. It's just so telegraphed.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, everything that we're seeing coming out from the side of Unique, things are just too telegraphed. They're too easy for the puck to be able to dodge away or to get, you know, a stomp off or a stampede, what have you.
I like that they're playing like 4 heroes aggressively in the triangle, though, right? They're giving space for Wraith King to just farm on his own side. Wraith King's going to go for the Deso build, so he's just going for full minus armor physical with Ghost Stick and just playing around Roche and just being able to one-shot some squishy heroes. And Ghost Stick is hunting. He's got his bash primed. He's constantly on the prowl looking for something. But VP, again, they're just not giving opportunities. They are walking through wards right now, though. So maybe now Unique could look to set something up.
You have to be careful they don't get over eager, though. Again, it is DM, the very tanky person in the front line, but with that much magic damage plus the Ice Blast, he is going to crumble. They're looking to follow up, though. DPK using the Dream Coil to use the Focus Fire as well, so all of a sudden, Ghost Stick is just gone.
That's a support Wind Ranger, by the way, with a Maelstrom. Save is huge. Wait, what the hell? Okay.
That feels so bad right now if you're Unique that you just got chonked down. You've got a semi-carry Wind Ranger.
Yeah,
Lord. All right, maybe we get something done here. FN pinning over to the tree line with the silence. They have the burst damage, but they're going to try to follow up now. GPK, they get a nice shackle off. Save is going to be able to add a little bit more gold to those coffers.
Save is such a good Wind Ranger player. I think this is like one of the few players I actually would want to see playing Wind Ranger as 4 anymore. Great shackles all game, great pressure. Already level 9. He's kind of his own pseudo carry in a way. I think it was Kyle who's saying just these supports like Skywrath and AA. Save could actually just kill them by himself. He can just run in with Windrun, pop his ulti, and these 2 heroes just do nothing. They're just gonna have to watch themselves die very quickly because they have no way to stop him. So it's really all dependent on the cores on Unique to get all this control, as we've been seeing for the most part in this game. And they're starting to get space for Palantimos, but I'm just watching this anti-mage with no pressure. He's gonna have Manta. He has excellent core matchups as the game goes later on, so if they can't find him and hunt him and kill him a couple times, this game is going to get really problematic.
I mean, this is the dream, right? The fact we've been watching all of these team fights, we've been focusing, you know, over on Ghost Stick, trying to get those perfect sort of initiations, trying to get, you know, nice arenas off of the FN. You almost forget that there is an anti-mage in this match. Although DM will reveal the smoke, he's just going to go poke away at the solution here.
And when it's in, I think when the game is ever in that state, that's when the anti-mages are like, hey, this is the best game ever. You forget anti-mages there, like the dream. You're just getting free farm. Deso is done. All right, Unique. Force the issue. Maybe, I mean, honestly, maybe even force a Roche fight. And okay, I think that's actually what they're going to do.
Got the... Oh, he actually went for the Armlet Deso build here over on Palantimos.
Full physical.
I think that's
that
smart.
with Medallion, with Corrosive Haze. I think it's the right approach. I think versus anti-mage, you need to go all in on the physical.
Yes. All right,
They got this.
This Roche is going down very quickly, so they'll be able to collect themselves an Aegis for Palantimos. And, ooh, look at that, a double damage rune outside the pit. It's always nice. FN will bottle that up, save it for later.
Okay, pretty good stuff. They also almost have level 12 on Ghost Stick too, so they're going to have the level 2 Corrosive Haze, so that extra damage will be there. VP's going to play the dodge game for some time, just, I mean, forever for pretty much for the anti-mage until he feels like he should join the fights. He almost has... Oh, he does have the Manta done. Oh,
the stomp, though. The immediate find over here on the side. We talked about this. The fact that, you know, Save has so much damage, and especially when he's paired up with DM with a stun.
Radiant's top tower
There's just no hope for him at that point. Everyone else just abandons the ship.
I actually need to check something really quickly.
Okie dokie.
I'm just gonna check anti-mage talents, which ones were changed, because I actually don't remember that one being there, but I could just be being a scrub. I am a scrub. It was there. No,
Radiant's top
Oh.
tower
7.28. It was a while ago, but he has an 8 armor talent. I actually did not know that he had that one because I feel like everyone always takes the other one that I play with him, but that's really nice versus the minus armor strat the Unique's going for. He takes it
sure.
immediately.
Dire's middle tower is under Radiant's
Top tower gets taken down by the Dire, and the teleports are coming in over to the mid lane. They don't want to give this up that easily. Palantine's first one to arrive on the scene. It's backed up by the rest of his teammates, but again, Nightfall just being allowed to move everywhere on the map and not be pressured. That is a big problem. They are going to have an anti-mage problem, Fogged. We've all experienced it in our pubs. It's awful.
Anti-mage problem and just like a lot of problems in the game. Like I don't know how they deal with it. I mean, GPK, he hasn't purchased an item yet, so that's the one thing that they are putting him on the edge. DM,
Yeah,
can they actually kill him?
They looks like no, he's fine. He's actually still alive. Follow up with the Ice Blast. Think the Essence Ring here.
I think it saves him.
I think
It's
it
gotta be-
is.
He gets
And then with
saved. Yeah,
Kingslayer
Kingslayer's
here
here.
too. There's yeah.
Dire's
God, that was
has fallen.
3 ultimates used on 1 Centaur, and they weren't able to kill him.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Which means Nightfall has full freedom. He's just gonna run around and do whatever he wants. Ooh, you can see Slayer, but it's haste rune. Oh, Slayer gets bailed out.
It's like, oh, thank God, thank you, Ice Frog. I knew I prayed to you today for a reason.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's got to be terrifying, though.
Radiant's top tower is under
Bless Gaben sometimes, for sure.
Dire's middle tower has
Top tower, though. They did force DM away, and they're actually going to take out that whole tower with this minus armor from Deso and the Orb of Corrosion. Nice.
They do have a bit of a ratting issue, though, too, when you have the Wind Ranger. All right, you've got a Wind Ranger and you've got this anti-mage, so they're going to be able to, you know, poke away and then immediately either, you know, Wind Run out or be able to blink out, too. Because, again, their lockdown is just a bit too light coming out from the side of Unique.
It's light and it's telegraphed, as we said. You know, all 3 heroes, like the Slardar is the quick stun, and look at the counter. Okay, GPK doing something pretty interesting. Since he has to worry a bit about the silence, the instant silence from that Skyrat, that's one of the big trip-ups for pucks, he just goes BKB. So that's going to make him a lot safer just to sit inside of Arena. As soon as Arena gets popped, he just pops BKB, turns and coils, and just stands toe-to-toe and fights with them. Yeah, that's a pretty cool approach, actually.
Look at the way, look at Save and Nightfall. They're like, come on, Slayer. Come on. You won't. They're waiting, just baiting. And I mean, you do have Palantimos nearby, right? You've got other people here. Nightfall, though, he'll show with his illusions. They'll ping it out. Save is, of course, still hiding in the tree line. He also will back up. And here we go. We do have a solution now. We do have an Atos picked up. So there'll be more ways of being able to lock down some of these heroes. But again, there's a BKB online for Puck, and Nightfall has a Manta as well.
Exactly. It's also another telegraphed one. It has projectile speed, so they can phase shift dodge, blink, or you can even just counter spell. But let's see.
Counter spell with the Arena. Look at the rest of the team, though. They immediately come in with the save over onto the backlines. Nightfall just immediately blowing up the AA. Big Numb next to fall, and DM is just chonking away over here on the side, but they just can't get their hands on this Puck. Look at the damage coming out from Save now as they've just disarmed this Wraith King, and they're just going to start beating down on him. Okay, that's going to be the Aegis. We're going to have him come right back up again, but look at this. They're waiting. Nice spear coming in. Is it enough, though, as they try to get the rune off? No, they'll still be able to take down Palantimos, and the Slardar tried everything he could, but he could not save him, and he could not save himself as FN just running for the hills.
That was their Aegis fight. Kingslayer comes in and perfectly bails out the anti-mage. Looks like he was actually almost in a tough situation because he actually used his Manta bottom to farm, and then he TP'd mid. He didn't have it up yet, but they do come in and save him. Oracle, clutch play, Kingslayer, as usual.
Very excellent positioning here, and they used a lot during that fight now, so it's even more breathing room for VP.
Yeah. DM, though, they might be able to catch him. FN, ooh, not quite.
I feel like they just
VP
keep
now,
trying to
they
get
can
their hands on the Centaur, and they'll find him, but they just have not really been able to do much here to get the kill. But yeah, follow up here.
It's the dream, though, right? They're hunting Centaur. Like, AM's just able to do whatever he wants. You see, the way Nightfall can play in the fights, he gets Oracle ulted, and that's all the stuns, all the initiation from Unique. He blinks onto the supports, the double int squishy supports with no stuns. He just evaporates them. Nobody on VP going down.
That was such a nice crush, but they're immediately just stunned up again. And Saved gets the double kill there. Did that BKB get delivered in the middle of that fight, too, to FN? I feel like it got sent like at the last minute sort of deal.
I think it got sent at the... Yeah, I didn't actually see. I was
I think that's
focusing
the
on the
only reason
Oracle.
he survived. There's a lot going on, though, definitely during that last fight. This one's looking rough now. 13-4 here. Currently at 24 minutes in. 7K net worth lead going over to VP. And look at this in the top lane, the support. Save almost managing to get the kill on Ghost Stick.
Yeah, he's doing so much work, and it just continues to be this absolutely free anti-mage game. You couldn't kill him the time before he had Scotty. Now he's got a full Scotty too, 2,400 HP.
And a double damage.
And a DD.
Look at him. He's hunting with DM. He says, all right, buddy, you jump in. I'll immediately follow you.
He's like, where's Bignum?
Let's go.
I want Skywrath.
Let's go. Oh, well, they're about to run right into the silence over here onto the puck, but the stomp coming out from DM, and GPK will be the one who gets the kill. All right, what's the plan here, Fogged? What do they do here on the side of Unique? Because this is looking rough.
Still needs to be finding they need to find Kingslayer. Step one. If you're gonna go for these big jumps, if you're gonna throw everything onto anti-major, you have to know where the Oracle is. Try to get some type of information, some type of ward vision outwards so you can watch the back lines. It's just not easy. Like VP immediately, they go and they get these quick D wards too every time. But if they are gonna go for those jumps, they have to kill it, but they may have missed their windows already.
Oh, the BKB coming out from FN. He just has to teleport out. He knows that he can't get picked off here. Like you said, Fog, the position fours that are able to, you know, dish out the damage, that ranged bit, really puts pressure.
Yeah, and it's even a stun. Like the thing is, Save is dealing so much damage, but he also has an 8-second cooldown, 3.8 second stun if he lands it. But it's there, and it's also another elusive hero playing into limited, so many limited disables. It's the cores. It's all telegraphed. The two supports just need a core to be able to do anything. On the side of Unique, VP just chilling. Like Nightfall is an even freer game than the Sven.
I mean, again, they just have had no ways of really being able to challenge him. The laning phase was an absolute dream for VP. You know, the bottom lane, they ended up getting a quick pick off on the Skywrath Mage. I felt very surprising that he just kind of wandered over, or he didn't even wander over, let's be honest. Anti-Mage just went over to the secret shop, got a kill, grabbed a bounty rune up. Mid lane, you know, they forced FN out of the lane. He had to go and teleport back, and then the top lane, they weren't able to do anything to the Centaur. It's just a cascading domino effect, it feels like right now. And, you know, Unique, to their credit, they're staying in the game, right? You do have, you know, I don't want to say an interesting build on Wraith King, but you've got a adapted build on this Wraith King to try to put that damage out early. But, you know, you've got +8 armor now over on Anti-Mage thanks to this talent. You've got, you know, other options to try to, you know, get stronger, be better, and that's what we're seeing here.
Yeah, what neutral items does Unique actually have too? They actually didn't get any good tier 2 neutral item for the Wraith King. I saw he was holding Chip Vest. I'm like, man, he didn't get anything better than this. So he's been hanging on to that. That hurts, honestly. We at least now have 27 minutes coming around, so he'll be able to hopefully find a new one. But yeah, that's painful. And I think he just lost his courier with part of his AC on it.
Oh dear.
A soldier's fortune.
Well, we are starting to see those neutral items dropping, so perhaps he'll get very lucky this time around. What would you like to see pop up for him?
Oh, jeez. Oh, man. The biggest one?
Ghost
I don't know,
Stick?
actually. Orbitus, he might need damage, but I'm not sure.
This is just
Ghost
a dead Slardar. Nightfall just happened to waltz on over and found himself a Slardar pick-off.
And now they're going to look for the fight.
Yeah. No, you know what? Now they're going to go into the Roche pit.
Oh, even better.
Even better.
Slardar probably has to just buy back immediately. He has his BKB and 300 gold on the Slardar too. That's so painful.
Look at the way GPK is just acting as a ward here. The Ice Blast is going to get tossed out. Just waiting patiently. Does have that blink. Looking, jumping forward with the Dream Coil, and they manage to jump over onto 2. DM is here. They just blow up Bignum almost instantly. Then we get the arena off. They're chasing after Slayer over on the back lines. They don't want to get in. That's a good save here over here for DM. Kingslayer always in this nice position as they go. They get the stomp off. GPK gets the kill on Slayer. Nice shackle followed up with all this beautiful damage as Nightfall joins into the fight here. They're gonna chase after the Mars over on the back line. Palantimos, he's trying to flee. Do they chase after him though?
They gave some respect to the buyback and the Slardar respawning. Nightfall actually backs in, of course.
He's got another double
Finds
damage.
a DD. Oh my god, what is with these DDs lately?
I don't know. Palantimos needs to be careful here. Silence. There's the focus fire. Look at the damage coming out from Save. He's gonna go right into the pit. DM is here though. Stop coming out. It's gonna be the Aegis going over to the AM. No problem. They'll root Palantimos into place. He does have reincarnation up, but they just nuke him down. That's his first life. Nightfall is chasing over on the other line. He's gonna turn his attention now over to the Wraith King and make sure that he's not getting out of that pit alive. Oh, the more follow-up. They do manage to go and land the Ice Blast, but Big Num, oh my gosh, he's just not able to go and get anything with this ultimate as they're just hunting them down relentlessly. Beautiful shackle over onto FN. They call GG. They've had enough over on the side of Unique.